everyone, it's Snowkey. Welcome to my channel. Today we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Tom.
He's a makeup artist friend of mine and he can speak Mandarin as well. So let's introduce yourself in Mandarin.
大家好，我是汤明，我是一个从伦敦来的彩妆师。
And Tom's going to do my makeup today. I'm quite curious about what a Westerner would do makeup on me because normally it's quite different and I'm curious about what he's going to put on my face. Don't be nervous.
No, only a little.
And he's bringing
there's a lot of products
small
here.
part of his food.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you in pictures. So
I like.
you smile like Ken.
This is just how I smile, Snowkey.
Okay, what's the key concept when you do makeup on Asian models or clients?
So I think when it's with models, I tend to just do what the brief is, so that's okay. But when I have an Asian client, I think I ask more questions.
Such as?
So because I'm more aware of Asian trends than perhaps I would think more like I'd be asking more about the kind of skin finishes, the glowiness, the level of skincare that they want.
Okay.
And also be a bit more conscious of eye shape and things.
But would you do some like particular color choices you would?
I think I tend to go warmer
Okay.
on Asian skin tones. I just think it works quite well. Obviously like more yellow undertone foundation and things. But I don't know, I just try to listen to what the client says they want to do and translate as much as I can.
I just want to make my eyes looking bigger.
That's what everyone always says.
Yeah, so what would you do? Like a lot of lashes or like eyeliner?
I do say like I tend to go a little bit more natural, so I'm not crazy into like huge amounts of lash and stuff. Lashes maybe. Really good lash curl is always really important to me, and then working on the underside of the eye to kind of draw the eye out. I like to connect the bottom lash line to really draw the eye out, and then use a few sort of shimmery products really just on the centre of the lid to give a little bit more.
Still natural?
Still not. It sounds unnatural. It's like shimmery, a little bit of shine, a little bit of something. I tried. But again, also working on the skin, like I like to do quite a fresh, glowy skin. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, orange reddish color is a hit in Asia.
Yeah, definitely.
So would you like go for that kind of color more, or would you go for just an Asian brand or?
I don't carry a huge amount of Asian brands just because they're more difficult to get hold of for me. I do carry some, but I think in terms of the warm tones, I think that's popular for a lot of people right now. I don't know, like I quite like the almond cat eye shape, so I quite like to enhance that if I'm gonna go for eyes rather than more rounded, which I know like a lot of my Asian clients do like.
Yeah.
But it's up to them really. I think I'm gonna try and make it more sort of almond winged shape for you rather than, that's just more true to what I would naturally do. I have to see if you like it.
Okay, cool. So you have been to Taiwan and China for how long?
I lived in China for a year, I was in Taiwan for a month, and I'm hoping lots more.
So what do you think the difference between like Westerner and Asian style, like what's the sense of beauty?
It is very dramatically different from what I can see. I think in terms of Asian style, people do prefer a more natural looking skin. You do see a lot more sort of heavier coverage on people in the UK. They like a lot of makeup. I've just always really loved the sort of glossier, glowier skin in Asia, the focus on skincare, like a skin focused makeup I think is always the best. Skin focus.
Okay, cool. So let's start.
Okay, so basically I just like to start cleansing the face, a little bit of micellar water. I like to use Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base to begin.
I've heard good things about it.
I love it. And
I think from you.
Yeah, honestly, I talk about it all the time and it smells incredible. A little bit of Neutrogena Hydra Boost on the eye cream. Becca, the illuminating skin perfectors. Okay, so we're going to do some eyes. I'm going to pop on a touch of NARS eyeshadow base. Lancome Hypnose Drama. I'm doing Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. So I'm a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer kind of person. Yeah. Well, I just think it's being pushed back, like, because originally it was supposed to be raining, well, from yesterday.
But it's quite windy.
Actually, yeah.
We're in Britain, we need to talk about weather, sorry guys.
It's gotta be done. I'm gonna go under the eyes too, but I don't want to go too close just because I find actually that's where a lot of people's movement is. So that's where you can have the problems with creasing. Okay, so I'm going to use the NARS Liquid Laguna Bronzer.
Ooh, I never tried this one.
Before. It's very liquidy.
Am I going to be orange? Or?
You're not going to be orange. This actually, honestly, it goes on really sheer. So if I show you my hand, it looks really dark and it looks very aggressive. And when you first put it on the skin, it also kind of does. And you're like, whoa! But it blends really, really easily.
I never tried this one.
I really
we'll
like it. And it's the summer.
Be a pumpkin.
Yeah, you may be a little pumpkin, but you're in England, so we do pumpkin well in England. Yeah, with a duo fiber brush, and if you're just blending it right in, because I don't know, like I don't like doing a lot of harsh contouring and harsh shaping on pretty much anyone. So for me to add like a little bit of colour with a liquid or cream product is just something I really like doing. Well, this one I'm putting quite high actually, because I just think with the shape of your face you've got these gorgeous high cheekbones, and I just love to enhance that with a little bit of something, a little bit of colour, and you can bring it into the cheek a bit more. I'm popping it into the temples, just because I think sometimes you do need to tie all of that in. I hope you don't feel like an Oompa Loompa orange, but you've got a warm eye look, so I feel like you could have a little bit of warmth also on the cheeks.
It's quite nice.
It's gorgeous. I'm popping it straight over the middle of the nose, just because again, you know how like when you do bronze, it's kind of how the sun hits, so I'm like high point, high point, high point. And I just kind of, I'm using a milk blush stick. Like it's a nice, I like to think of it as like an English rose, and it's called Work, W-E-R-K, Work,
Okay.
so like I'm kind of obsessed with that. Back on eyes. Yeah, if you look all the way that way for me. So I think one of the big differences between Asian and Western or British makeup is eyebrow shape. A lot of my Asian clients, they prefer a more straight eyebrow shaped and like slightly curved, whereas I think we often have a more defined angle in our brow. I think people are going much more soft these days. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Book. Start seeing the kind of shape that I want. I'm not a huge defined brow person. I don't like to go too crazy with eyebrows. I'm really more of a filling in the shape that's already there kind of person.
Go with the flow kind
Exactly. I don't mind changing the shape of an eyebrow, but I just feel like sometimes people are fighting against something that doesn't need to be fought against. You can just lean into your natural shape a little bit more, but I guess it's up to everyone. And that's another thing I noticed with Asian clients is sometimes they expect the makeup artist to basically be their brow technician as well. Especially because I work a lot with models, and if I pluck their eyebrows, or they would be so mad.
Yeah.
The agent would kill me. Boots.
Okay.
Yeah, or Superdrug, and it's just a clear mascara. So one of my favourite products, the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow.
My favourite as well.
Yeah, using
Bronzing colour.
the bronzing colour on a really big fluffy brush because I don't want to put too much on. We already do have colour down there, but I'm just sweeping over the cheek a little bit on the temple. We do love a bronze in the UK, you know this. You've been here long enough to know that this is one of our big things. We love it. I'm just going to go in straight away now with another Charlotte Tilbury. I use their face powder just to take down some of the shine. Yeah. Wayne Goss brush, I love. YouTubers. Okay, on the lips. I think I'm going to go for something kind of brown and glossy.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for an Ellis Farce, which these are very exciting looking lips. It's kind of a brownie shade, and it's kind of like a brownie gloss, because you've got quite a lot of colour to your lips anyway. So I feel like I don't want to do a stick-on colour where it's like too much. Especially if this is more of a natural everyday, like I tend to stick to not a huge amount on the lips. Just taking off some of that 8 hour cream. Let me see.
After an hour.
Can't find anything. Normally in the UK you'd end up putting like a lot more highlight down the sides of the cheeks and get like super glossy, but I think it's hitting quite nicely on the face. So let's pull these out of the hair and we'll see how it looks all together. Yeah, get ready for the show. And it's just nice and put together. I feel like you've got the nice glow on the cheeks, a little bit of colour on the eyes, a little bit of something. English style.
English rose. Okay, not
Right,
bad. Seriously, the glow on my skin and the eyeshadow color is quite nice.
I guess the shape is different maybe from what you normally do. But I don't know, I just find this particularly appealing to my eyes, and I don't know.
And I'm not using any eyelid tape or anything.
No eyelid tape.
And it's looking quite good already.
Yeah, I feel like the eyes still they do look big to me.
And natural. In a natural way. I like the eyebrows the most, I think.
Oh, good. I was really worried you wouldn't like them.
The color is really good and it's really natural.
Yeah, I'm all about like, well, I say natural. You're still wearing like a fair amount of makeup, but a vaguely natural look, especially on the eyebrows. They're a giveaway if you stamp on a big eye. Do you want to have a closer look? Get a good mirror and take a look and see. How does it feel?
It's quite a different color compared to what I normally choose, but it's like looking quite nice, quite natural.
Yeah, I feel like
quite beige.
Yeah, I feel like looking at you, it's not overpowering. Maybe I guess I could do this for you as like a subtle kind of like maybe a bridesmaid makeup or something where you just nice day to day, a little bit of colour. Even though it took me about 10 hours. That's the one thing I do is I can take my time. But.
Seriously, it's been quite nice. I quite like it because it's quite different from what I normally.
Yeah. Does it feel heavier on the face?
No,
or?
not really. It's like just glowy and nice and light. Other foundation shades slightly darker than what I normally choose.
Really? Oh no way. When I put it on, I thought it might have been too light.
I should be happy I get that.
No, it's great. No, I think as well, like, that's one thing I always ask with Asian clients is, do you want to go lighter?
Normally they would.
Often they do.
Yeah.
Although
80%.
I'm finding nowadays a lot of them don't, which is interesting. More and more these days they're going, oh, just go for whatever shade I am.
I noticed you use quite a bit of bronzing product on my face as well. I quite like.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Great. I hope you did too.
Okay, so thanks Tom for today's sharing experience and entertaining.
Yes, your entertainment.
So hopefully you guys like it as well. So next time invite Tom to do another video. Let's see.
Yeah, see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.